GM, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. It is a fantastic day today. I can't wait to be here with you guys in the live stream. Welcome back to Nouns on the Air with Aubtoshi. That's me. This is episode 11. I cannot believe we are already on episode 11. It's just becoming more and more fun and natural, and we have crazy things to talk about. We'll get back to that. As you know, the theme for this week has sort of been this like Toad, Frog theme situation. I mean, look at the screen right now. We've been all about it. We went into a pretty in-depth story yesterday here on the live stream together. That ended up being very, very good for the community as a whole, I believe, too, because we got some clips of us having reaction videos. We found out that the artist that we actually spoke about had multiple interviews yesterday and was just all over the place, being discovered essentially by the crypto and NFT and artist community online. So that was a huge, huge, huge win for Right yesterday. We will get into all of that, of course. I do want to shout out to and show our guest here today to welcome back, Cheffo. How's it going for you today?
Pretty good. Pretty great.
Cool noggles.
Oh, thank you. I feel like a guest, but I also feel right at home with you, Aubtoshi.
I know. I'm like our other person in the office. He was a voice from above, then the voice from the couch, and now he's a voice and face from the couch. It's obviously awesome to have you here. I love like the banter that we get to have back and forth.
I think for the record, we also shouldn't call this an office. That's just so Web 2. This is
my vibe zone.
This is like at a minimum a pod or some kind of cool thing like that.
Pod is also strange. Maybe, the vibe center, the center for vibes. Obviously, before we get started, Nouns on the Air. Who would have thought? We are sponsored by NounsDAO. If you guys don't know about NounsDAO or wish to know more, please go to nouns.wtf. In my opinion, they are the premier DAO in the space, a decentralized autonomous organization that's really showing people what utility means by offering like very in-depth governance for people to choose how the Nouns treasury is spent on builders and artists and creators. And there's a lot of potential opportunity there if you yourself are an artist. I will, of course, just show you the site for Nouns because we always do that. Kind of a meme week. We had Noun 696. Now we have Noun 699. I don't know. There's a lot going on this week. This beautiful moon noun currently going for 21 Ethereum on the auction. In about 3 hours, there will be a live The Noun Square space on Twitter. That's The Noun Square. If you follow their handle, I need to get that up on the screen at some point in time too. But it's a show that I used to host at. I come on there every once in a while now too. But they watch the daily Nouns auction. So you will actually see the bidding live in that last kind of 5 minutes. And then as the next noun kind of goes over and this little noun goes to its new house, the team there in the space also helps contribute by picking the next noun.
I think we have to, gosh, with the nouns, you have to be a little bit, I hate the word careful, but careful, like, because you said little noun. There's actually little nouns as well. So
I just like said little nouns.
Yeah,
I meant just like this cute little noun.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But there are actually little nouns as well.
I just think they're all adorable. Like this art is amazing, and it really does relate to everything that we've been seeing happen this week. Not only is this moon wearing frog green noggles, I'm just saying.
That's crazy. I just noticed that.
Yes. Okay. The Nouns community is really built around the CC0 art that it's hosting. Anyone can use that moon noun right now or the noggles on anything they're using. Like, look at what we look like here with all of our like noun stuff. You guys could do this.
I feel like it looks like a golf ball anyway. You know, you could lose the body, just take the head.
It's cute.
And put it on a golf ball, and then you're like jacking them to the moon.
I feel like, calm down with your jacking to the moon.
Did you like that? I don't know. It's this crypto shit has worn off on me.
I know. I'm trying to sort of like relate of like why I think this is so important and relates sort of to nouns, because I feel like all of my experience within nouns and really loving this community and understanding how to kind of build community through nouns has really been very important for this specific moment where all these new emerging communities within the crypto space and sector are coming up. They're excited. They're filled with really pumped up, stoked people who are ready to just vibe into this next phase of, I don't even know, building within crypto. We have a lot to cover of some like major things that have happened since yesterday's live stream. I know. Can you believe it? It's been less than 24 hours and I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to fit it in the space.
There's been phalluses into spaceships. I'm just saying.
You're really going for it today
I'm
with
just saying,
those types of references.
Technically,
Hi, Cardno. Welcome to the space. Hi, Malcolm's
Cardno,
World.
what's up,
Let's
buddy?
go. It's always awesome to see you guys in the chat. Again, we are live streaming, and I believe it's displaying, it should be, if it's all working correctly, on Twitter, LinkedIn. My preferred place to view it would be YouTube. But if you guys comment on any of these platforms, you'll be able to see it here live in the chat. So please participate, hang out with us. We can't wait to kick off your Friday morning. I hope it's been a lively and exciting one. I do want to just shout out really quick, just to my left over here, I do have a TikTok phone. This is more of like a behind the scenes, guys. I see that there's some people in this room right now. I really would encourage you to join the live stream. The link is in my bio, so you can actually hear me. This is some like high quality HD. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden the sound just got amazing, I feel like, for the stream. I've been like so OCD about the sound. Like, what is happening with this?
Sounds great. I don't know what you must have done, but it sounds great.
I think it sounds good. Let me know, chat, if you think the sound sounds good. Cardno, what are we both doing? Oh my God. We're just vibing over here and live streaming.
Not having breakfast.
No, I got breakfast.
I did not have breakfast.
And by got breakfast, I mean like shoved half a bowl of cereal down. It's so hard to eat in the mornings. I'm like very much like a coffee until like it's too late to have lunch person, and then I'm like, oh my God, I need to do something right now.
You know that you don't see like breakfast in your future. You just bump that half and half up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. That's my cereal.
Yeah.
Cardno, I hope you're doing amazing on your side of the world. I don't know if you've been privy to or cursed by your timeline, and I'm so sorry. I've definitely had a plethora of tweets going out last night and retweets. Shit is going wild right now on Twitter is basically all I can say. It is officially, like, I don't even want to say meme coin season because there's a lot more in-depth conversations being had around the whole thing, and so we can go into all of that later too, but it's definitely coin season. Coins are hot right now in crypto. Episode 11 here. Yesterday's episode 10, was the first time we've actually touched on crypto because I myself, as much as I'm like observing and involved in the environment, haven't really participated and gone in on any kind of coins. I've definitely been like an observer. I haven't felt like safe enough, or like I felt like I didn't really understand it enough to go in until this point. And I think over the last week, everything that we've seen emerge with Pepe coin and Turbo coin has been really exciting because I finally feel like I have a grasp on what's going on because there's amazing stories behind these things. Again, this is not financial advice. Chat over here on TikTok, not financial advice. You got to come to the stream to hear everybody's input and see the chat. But in full disclosure, I own some of both of those tokens that we will be talking about. So Pepe and Turbo. But
Yeah, I do too.
the cultural significance of what is happening right now in the crypto space, this is a historical moment. You cannot pass this up in the sense of even just watch it. I'm not saying invest in anything.
Well, it's also a really great opportunity to learn how to onboard yourself.
Exactly.
If this is something that you've been interested in learning about blockchain, crypto wallets, hot wallets, cold wallets.
Oh, Cardno says he's got that
whole
Pepe
thing.
bag. He's all good. Okay, congrats to you. So you've been watching this whole thing unfold as well. I don't know if you saw yesterday's live stream, but immediately after we're ending, I have been like on the Discord for Turbo, and the whole live stream, we watched the 40-minute video of Rhett Mankind, the artist that launched Turbo by using AI, and a lot of input from the community. I feel like that's not even like made to be as important, but I do think it is because it is definitely this like symbiotic relationship between AI and people.
Well, that actually hasn't even stopped now that the token, is on, the market and people are starting. I think there's over 10,000 holders, but as it pretty much is growing, it's not as if like his interaction with the community stopped. It's actually really ramped up. It's been really impressive. We do community stuff literally 24/7.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So, we end up getting off the live stream. We had watched his thing. I do a clip of it. I'm like, people, maybe if they're not going to get through the 40-minute video where they're going to see this man eventually crying about his passion for this project that has just become its own thing. It's taken off on a life of its own, just in front of his very eyes. And he kind of is having this realization live while he's shooting this video. It is unedited, 40 minutes, no cuts. He just is going for it and trying to explain everything in one cut. It's insane. So I made like a 2-minute little teaser because I know people might not get to that point. And that blew up. People were in the Discord. I've been kind of hanging around there the last couple days. Again, as of yesterday, it was day 4 of Turbo even existing as a coin in the market. And so the community was kind of just coming and trying to understand what the community was. And in that moment, like 2 or 3 people were in the Discord, like, you guys, we need a spaces or something, which in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, that's them saying there should be a space. They would like to join a space, but they don't necessarily want to start it. We get off the live stream. I look at Cheffo and I'm like, should we do the Turbo spaces? Like, why wouldn't we do that? Like, we love this.
I think normally I would have like dragged my feet and been like, but I was like fucking in, and like I was ready to chill. I was ready to cry.
Well, this is what was happening. So during the entire live stream, as I'm like talking about this artist, I promise you, not financial advice, everybody, we didn't speak about the price point at all. We really honed in on and talked about the artist's backstory, what was going on with him. And so I was like, we should just do a space about that. But the whole time during the space, like the price was dumping. We start this like a live Twitter space after our live stream. The price is still going down, but a really magical thing started happening. We ended up getting about like 100 at one point, like 120 people, I think max, for this like first ever marathon spaces. No one had stepped up to do Twitter spaces for Turbo yet. I had seen a couple people start them, but there wasn't like a rallying sort of feel yet. So the spaces kind of was taking off, and
It definitely rallied pretty quickly. That
it's
was
rallying.
fun.
Well, what ended up happening
As
is
far
even
as like
while
people in the room.
the price was dropping, artists were coming up on stage and saying, I've known Rhett, the artist that launched the coin. Like, I've known him for years.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
watched this man grind for years. They
We
completely
heard 3 or 4
validated.
of those stories like pretty much right away.
They confirmed he was a good person. Other artists, because one of the things that was like so incredible about Turbo from the beginning is that they had a thing with Manifold, which means that you could drop an NFT collection on Manifold and then accept Turbo for payment for your NFTs. And people were dropping art, like photographers,
You know, I
on
think-
Manifold and accepting Turbo for the first time ever. And they were coming in the spaces, coming into the speaker zone, pinning their art to the top, and people were minting the art. So it was definitely like,
I think there's going to be like this noticeable amount of artists that start like hanging out.
yes, well, that's what I'm saying.
Like
That was the vibe.
Artists talk to other artists, you know? And so, if, like, yeah, I think that there's like this super interesting kind of like offshoot thing that will happen in the artist
It
to
was
artist
insane.
conversations.
Well, and then it being so pro artist was really cool because in this space altogether, again, the price is dropping, dumping. People are just like getting out. We're like, this might not make it, but you know what? We believe because we really believe in the story. And it was the first time like it really made sense to me of what it should feel like if you kind of like get involved with the community. It should feel like this thing where you're like, there really isn't any amount of like anything someone could like say to me or lies or anything that would make me not believe that I've made a good call, that this guy's a good dude. He's a cool artist. He's been grinding in the space forever. Like this just feels right to me.
Well, the same way that you're kind of talking about these intuitive feelings that people can't really avoid. And it's not just in crypto. I mean, it's honestly like, look at how Steve Jobs like led Apple. Do you think that people didn't, you know, make investments or make financial decisions because they thought Steve Jobs was awesome? Of course they did, you know? And so like it happens in many different parts of life, but in crypto, it definitely does help to have a narrative. It helps to have a quote leader, or I should say maybe like an innovative founder who had some type of breakthrough. But I think for us, you know, we hang out in the Nouns community so much that we are used to having this rich narrative with founder stories and artist stories
and lore about
and-
characters and art and memes and like gifts
and treasuries and you know, substantial amounts of ETH
and
moving around.
spaces and
It's
community
completely
building.
real. And so I think that, you know, we kind of have been blessed to be in that world, and within that, you know, whether we know it or not, we're like really learning a lot of important lessons that ultimately just kind of translate themselves to other projects that, people in the
100%.
Nouns community then kind of go into and do other things with. So that for me is just fascinating how I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a wise sage. And as much as I don't know anything, and
Nounish sage. Nounish sage.
believe me, like I, even over the last 48 hours, learned multiple times how many times I don't know anything. But at the same time, I definitely like seeing the community grow and seeing the Discord grow, seeing, literally thousands of pieces of artwork being made. Like,
Well, so that's
yeah,
what I was going to
it's
say.
incredible.
So also, thank you so much, Cardno. You're always popping in and saying hi. You're the absolute best. And we need to have like a longer form conversation. We would love to have you on the stream one day. That would be sickness.
Yep, we're gonna port people in, Aubtoshi.
Yes,
probably next
have
week.
a really
Probably
good
next week.
rest of your Friday. We are back tomorrow. So you got to come hang in tomorrow morning just to say, hey, I know it's the weekend. But the magical thing that started happening after we were hosting that space, we like went for hours, like it's this marathon space. And we kind of just like hung out in it. People were like, when is this going to end? I'm like, I don't know. This could kind of just go all night. It's just a space. It's like when things are getting very exciting in a community, especially a NFT or crypto community, it just feels like you want to have a Twitter space to be able to like go into and be like, these are my people. I just want to hear about what's going on. And during the space, like the very end of the space, all of a sudden this little like turnaround started happening. And we were like, oh my God, like this is so cool. You guys, like this is going to happen. Like it just started, the coin looked like it was just like pencil diving into oblivion. And it's almost like all the hope and everything about him kicked in.
Well, to be
and started going
like,
up. And he actually like woke up because he was in Australia. And so people were like all trading all day and he had been like asleep. It's like the middle of the night there right now, I believe.
well, to be technical about it, like there was one of the interesting backstories of this particular project is like the way that the initial liquidity pools were created.
Yeah.
And I think in the history,
Woody
in the house?
What's good?
I think in the history of crypto, when the crypto historians look back on it, they'll study this particular case of tokenomics and the good, the bad, the in between.
Oh,
and
you just posted it to Twitter.
One of the things that happened yesterday was there was an influencer publicly on Twitter, like in a kind of adversarial way, dumping his bag. And so, that was, again, just like a super interesting lesson and just everything to see. And so, I mean, it's just...
Wait, I'm retweeting this too.
Culturally, there's so much going on, and it's like cross-platform, cross-chains, cross-coin, like cross-community. It's really wild. And it's, people talk about it all the time, how in crypto, one day feels like a week, or a week feels, like a year. And there's so much truth to that. And everyone should go out and touch grass and drink water. Aubtoshi, on that note, I will have a little water. And this is not an official partnership, but my goodness, these Topo Chicos, they sure are delicious. And
You're a wild man.
wow.
Have
It's
gone back.
Not an ad, but
I've gone back to still water. I can't have the bubbly water while doing the stream because then I'm just like sitting over here like.
I like the sound of the bubbles. I can literally hear
Okay,
the bubbles.
Super Tight Woody. Here's an update. Super Tight Woody has. Let's do a little window capture here. Here we go, baby. Look at that fucking picture.
What is
you
Woody
guys.
up to? He's always up to
I
something.
can't do this photo. Okay, first of all, for a frame of reference, like YouTube, do not kick me down for inappropriate content. That photo was made by a prolific artist named Beeple.
That's like famous now. YouTube's
It's famous.
Fine. Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
this is the thing that fucking happened last night that no one understands. Hold on, before I like hover on that screen and YouTube is like, there are children potentially watching this. During the space, what I was trying to tell you is there was a little uptick that happened afterwards. So we all say, okay, let's end the space. No one's eaten or slept or had water. Like everyone go take a break. We will reconvene tomorrow. We literally end the space and like within an hour, like no one's sleeping. The Discord is popping off because everyone's just too excited and can't handle it. And then all of a sudden on that picture, that phallic image that we're about to see again on Woody's tweet, was posted by Beeple before. This was the evening before. Elon freaking Musk commented on it like a fire emoji and a laughing face. And the The turbo coin went through the. Everyone was losing their minds. I can't even tell you. People right now are still like screenshotting that exact tweet. And so that's the Beeple photo. That's the Beeple Pepe photo as well too. Oh wait, let me get back on here.
So let's also like maybe bring in part of the conversation that has happened internally in the community. I think technically it happened on the first Twitter space yesterday. I think maybe I threw it out there. I know that Rhett had in his video been referencing it as an artist coin. So we kind of were playing around with that, but
well, wait, before we say that, let's just tell people about this tweet really quick.
So it's all about it is all about art, and we got some really strange art. People, I think, is winning the strange art award.
Yes. I mean, that aside, yeah. If you're not into crypto or NFTs, like this is like very much just the vibe right now.
I think it's crazy,
but it's a big vibe. It's a girthy vibe.
Oh, Toshi.
We're all excited about it. Okay, so let me get through the story, Cheffo. We want all the creators out there to use AI music and beats and CC0 beats, like the ones that Super Tight Woody makes, to make really awesome like Pepe and Turbo songs. And so there has been a call out today to all the creators within the Turbo community.
Oh, that's going to be so cool.
I just put it there for people to raid. I'll see if like other people can pump it. But
well, that was one of the cool things when Pepe was going the other day or whatever, and we were hanging out over there. I mean, you had some kind of odd influencer moments. But beyond that, like it was crazy because there was like these banger songs that would just come out of nowhere, like these banger Pepe songs. So I don't know. I think for me, again, that's part of it. It's literally about the art that's happening right now. And I think
that's what I was going to show you guys.
You should pull up 4156's tweet. It was a really cool way to talk about it. But pretty much, like meme coins are tokenizing communities, really and truly.
Yes, and why this all matters, and it's just so cool that it's happening right now. Oh, Mikey, what's good? Happy Friday. Let's freaking go.
TGI
It's really cool because it is an artist community, and exactly what Cheffo was saying. A lot of the times, people call these things shit coins or meme coins. Pepe definitely is a meme coin because Pepe is a meme. But this is a new creature.
Pepe
it's a brand new creature. It was just created by AI.
Most meme-ish coin probably
Its
ever.
name is Quantum Leap, and people are just creating AI images of him or her or it for the very first time ever.
It's definitely an it.
The lore around it is being developed for the first time ever, and it's really, really cool because now music is going to happen.
They're for everyone. Turbo is everyone in a spacesuit going to... Someone said they wanted to turn Pluto back into a planet, I think.
How cute is that?
I heard.
Look how cute that is.
If we go to Pluto, then we can make it a planet again.
Yep. And then, of course, not financial
I like
advice.
That one was super cute.
Not financial advice. We're just at now, I don't know if you guys can see this on the right. I think we're covering it, but it's trending with 1.18 million tweets. When I went to bed last night, it was at 669,000 tweets, and I didn't just make that up. Like I have a screenshot of that number. Everyone's been taking screenshots of these things along the way. But what I do want to show you guys is Rhett's profile, because we did go over it yesterday on the live stream. I told you guys I joined him when he had just a little bit over 11,000 followers. Look at this man now. He's just going to the freaking moon. Oh, this is the tweet.
Cool.
Oh my God. That's not even the actual tweet because, let's see. We've actually let's just go to Beeple's page. I mean, oh no, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Elon and his replies. Oh man, this man is changing lives out here with a reply on a tweet with emojis. Okay. Like it's out of control. Where are you?
He couldn't help himself.
There it is.
He's a weirdo.
There it is.
He loves it.
That is insane. 6,000 likes. 1.4 million people have seen this tweet. Like when I tell you guys that Turbo just like absolutely went off from this. Like, let's see if I can.
I never even noticed the dude sitting in the foreground. It's kind of like not the first thing that you see when you look at that.
I think we were here. We were here, guys. We were dumping. This like was really hard to get through. We were in the space. We rallied the community. People were like, I believe in Rhett Mankind and his story more than anything. And then it started kind of turning around, and not until here, you guys, not until there.
Well, one thing
was
that
the
happened,
Elon tweet.
You were actually kind of talking at the time, but I was reading in the Discord and looking at, and I had never like looked at this type of analytic before, so that was new to me, and I have it open now. I love it, but it was basically showing the liquidity pool like ratios happening live, and there was this point in time where there was, I think, like 60 ETH or something like this left in the liquidity pool, and pretty much like a few of the initial whales could have kind of like smoked that. And then it literally like something changed at that moment. But like, yeah, there was a point where the liquidity pool was super jeopardized.
Let's play the song. Dude, someone needs to come in with this and do a fucking hard ass.
Love it.
I need Kanye on the beat. AI Kanye.
Win DJ Toshi.
She's a coming. She's a coming. She's a learning. What's good, TikTok? I see you guys over there hanging out. I know you're like seeing the left side of my face. You guys got to click the link in my bio to actually join the live stream. Woo! I'm getting some vibes from this. It's so fun. And this is literally just the beginning of creators and artists and people doing things that are geared around frogs and toads and stuff too.
Do you want to talk about the manifold thing that happened?
Yeah, tell everybody.
Well, I mean, it happened pretty quickly. Like Manifold.
I'll see if I can find a tweet about it.
Pretty much started taking Turbo as a payment method, and within that, I think we had them on the space the other day, yesterday.
Yep.
They did the first photograph that was like listed and could be bought with Turbo. So, you know, again, like fascinating. Like if you literally take crypto Twitter out of it, if you take so many factors out of it, just this idea that art can be bought with like a community token on an art platform
here's one.
Is new and cool and viral and
Here we go.
equitable. It's just super cool. I think that it's, you know, one of many use cases that we'll see for this token, other tokens, but
huge thanks to Bought the Bottom for picking up an edition of Turbo Toadstool this morning. In case you weren't aware, it's the first pure photography NFT listed on Manifold in Turbo tokens.
69,000.
Get yours while they last. And like, obviously this is not financial advice at all, but I just wanted to point out that this did happen. See, heard about this artwork via the Marathon Turbo Space yesterday, hosted by Aubtoshi. Let's just see what this looks like. The fact that you can pay in Turbo is so freaking cool.
Well, that's what I was going to say. In all honesty, it's like the first things that you could buy with Bitcoin, you know, like these are moments in history and they are documented immutably on the blockchain. Amazing.
Let's go, Steve. Steve was hardcore in the spaces yesterday, holding it down for the community. And when I say holding it down, there is a community effort that happens. I feel like when something good is there, I feel like the most obvious reason for why the community really gathered yesterday and like wanted to stay together and make this all happen was because of Rhett. Like we really truly like during the spaces like realized like we all just believe in this person and no one's gonna talk us out of believing that person.
It's the same thing that we find in the nouns. Like
exactly.
If someone wants to come and get funding, or if someone wants to, you know, help move a community forward, or kind of be this intermediary between their community and the larger community, you have to develop a reputation. And at different points in time, like that can be frustrating. It doesn't necessarily happen like on a timeline that you're in control of. But like when you do have a good reputation and then it does happen for you or your project, like it feels better for everyone involved, people who are capitalizing it, people who are accessing that capital, you know, people who are watching from the outside and seeing the stories happen. Like,
well, and Nouns is
really
like,
important.
I feel like the big lesson I got, you know, through Nouns, like prior to this and like still daily from Nouns, is that Nouns is truly a space for creators and builders. And so through that, there's a lot of art that comes in. We see how important it is. If you go on Twitter or Discord or anything and you go to like GIFs, like there's hundreds of nouns gifs, like the noggles that you guys see all over the stream right now too. Those will be on gifs, like in ways where like even if the person blinks, like the noggle itself blinks. Like people have really gone for it to penetrate like the meme gif art community with nouns, but that's really been beneficial because on Twitter, those are the kinds of things that you're sharing, and it really puts this brand image and this lore and everything that whatever they're doing is about, like right into
Well, one
a
thing,
place where you can actually accept it because you start getting emotionally attached to it because it's something that you really care about. People start getting involved that you really care about. And that is just community building 101. And so I feel like through nouns, I've really, really started to understand what that all means and getting to witness a community kind of come together literally overnight within the Turbo community. The only reason I'm able to talk about this and witness it is because I am seeing their Discord. And so I've seen what it was like when nobody was in there. And now I've seen what it's like with like the mods that have happened.
yeah, there's
We have
little
community
emojis and
managers
everything now
now.
too.
There's emojis, there's stickers, like people have like rallied together. And like there's
Custom.
also like there's governance that started. People are voting on how they want things to move forward. The Turbo token, Turbo Toe token on Twitter is still hosting polls. So getting community input and feedback about these next steps that should be happening, even when it comes to marketing. So the whole thing has been absolutely fascinating, but I really have been able to observe this through a almost noggle lens because I have a lot of experience within the NounsDAO community building, seeing what a decentralized community looks like. What do they need to function? What can't be there for them to function? There's so many crossover things that make this so interesting and fascinating. And there's actually some pretty top tier nounish builders that I have seen in the Turbo community as well too. And so this is in no way a like financial advice or a pump for Turbo, but it is a huge lesson in community building. And even if you're not involved with the token in any financial way, I would highly suggest you join the Discord, join the spaces. We have one coming up later today that I'm hosting again. We're just hosting spaces now for Turbo, but I highly encourage you to join it because what you're going to do is you're going to be connected to a whole new group of artists that have honestly probably been in the space the entire time you have been. And you guys have just never crossed paths because that is definitely happening to me as I start to discover and learn who's in the community. I'm like, we've all kind of been next to each other, almost like in this room next door to each other, but we haven't gotten the chance to meet yet. And it's happening now. And people actually share amazing common interests in the community.
Well,
So
we also are seeing this really cool thing happen where sometimes people who are in different NFT projects like end up crossing paths. So, noun people hang out with cryptodes a lot. Well,
yeah,
we've meandered to goblin parties. There's definitely like
Sappy Seals.
seals and
Seals get
apes
down.
so you do get like a wandering around amongst NFT communities, but like this is really interesting because the memishness of it is
Well, not
bringing
even
crypto
meme-ish.
and NFT communities together.
Well, so that's a
in a
really
way.
really great point because kind of what's come from this, I think Rhett himself had dubbed this as like the artist's coin. So like a possessiveness of like artists. It's for the artist essentially. But during the spaces and in the community and in Discord and stuff too, we're like, is this the first art coin? Like people kind of were mulling it over in the spaces like, well, it can't really be a meme coin. Like Quantum Leap, which is that cute little frog. Let me pull him up here again for y'all. Quantum Leap is like a new character. Like he's not.
I think I coined the coin, art coin.
How is this quantum? Let me just find it.
But then people were saying maybe it shouldn't be art coin because that could piss artists off. Maybe it should be AI coin, but then like then that doesn't speak to the art. So is it AI?
But this
AI art coin?
This AI coin,
I still think art coin.
artists gathered around this AI coin. Of course, this isn't the very, very first, and it's not going to be the very last, but around this specific coin, artists gathered. And so I think the art coin makes sense. And then like people are already, putting back into the community. And if they're making a little bit of money, again, not financial advice, do whatever you want. It is none of my business. That is for damn sure. And it's none of anybody else's business.
They shouldn't listen to us, Aubtoshi.
But people have been tweeting live. This is them, not me, that they have been putting money back into artists' art. And so they're minting NFTs. They're going around supporting the artists that they love. And
Well, yeah, and one of the
look
things
at this little guy.
someone came into one of the rooms and they were like, okay, you know, if you make money on this coin, you should take 10% and go spend it on
Like,
art
are you
or
kidding me
something
right
like
now? Look at that.
that. That was interesting. He's super cute. So this had me thinking, like, okay,
That's not even the main one. People are, look at the art is already, the art for me is so out of control already.
but it needs to go CC0, and so
I think it is. It's just
well,
CC0 from birth.
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's him.
it has to be declared by, I believe, the creator, and I think that would be a great signal to Pepe for Pepe to technically also go CC0, because Pepe, as people like kind of learn more about it and know the history of it, like it's been used by other communities nefariously. It has this weird history, which really, frankly, makes it the meme and the meme coin. So, you know,
Oh
within
my God,
that,
look how
like
cute.
that probably should go CC0. But I guess you have less control over nefarious actions when it's CC0. So that's weird. But I don't know. I'm just a big fan of CC0.
Well, it's different because think about this,
I think that
Cheffo.
I think it should happen for Toad.
But Matt Fury didn't found the Pepe token. So people aren't in a Discord with Matt Fury being like, hey, fearless leader, can we make this CC0? He actually has like sued people
That's what I'm saying, for sure.
for it, like for copyright reasons. Like this character is a brand new character and was invented days ago.
By a computer.
And its name was invented days ago, all by AI, but except a list was given of like potential names and potential like 4 images of like what this quantum leap creature could look like. Again, named it by the community. So as much as AI prompted, the community then got to choose. And like with an overwhelming yes, they chose this little guy. Like he's so hopeful. It's this yellow toad.
It would be really good for the proliferation of the art, proliferation of lots of different things for the community if it was technically like on Twitter, if it said CC0, you know, like that would be amazing.
Well, it just is very much in alignment with any sort of like AI culture anyways, because, oh my God, see, I go to my homepage and there it is. It's very much in alignment with the culture for it to already be CC0 because it's made from AI. Like all the images that people are posting are AI generated images. I, of course,
that becomes a much larger conversation though, because then that's like saying, okay, if somebody writes a song with AI, does that mean that that song is CC0? You know, so it is an interesting conversation, and I don't think anybody has it fully defined right now.
Well,
but that's why it should be CC0.
It's interesting because someone can write song lyrics with AI, but then if they sing it, they could say that that's their song. If someone used AI for a voice that wasn't theirs, that's a different experience. But like AI made this creature. Like I don't even understand.
What a beautiful little process that was.
It's blowing my mind.
I love the orange.
I'm
it's
honestly
like this
speechless.
Really cool tone of orange. You know, I'm glad that AI didn't spit out like as bright of a frog. Like it's got this like
this right here, you guys, just so you know as well. I know you guys have probably. It's so funny. I've been like trying to put in things. This is the sample, but Nouns AI. I don't know why you guys can't see it right there.
Someone get Honk on the phone.
There you go. Let me just move chat really quick so you guys can actually see this. Nouns AI playground.
Actually, nobody.
You guys can actually prompt.
Nobody actually get Honk.
You guys can actually queue up a prompt from an image by uploading the image, and it puts in what the prompt is. And so you obviously have to work around with this. But if you go onto NounsAI.wtf, the playground, and start messing around and giving it prompts for images, the first thing you're going to notice is it's not very easy. I was uploading those hyper realistic yellow space toad sort of images that we were just looking at together over Twitter and prompting it from that and trying to get new stuff. And it was giving me like the shystiest, like silliest, stupidest work, like a 2D. It looks like a kid had just drawn it and stuff too. So I definitely have to get better at AI prompts. But I think like the important thing of like what kind of was interesting to me is that it shows that it's really not just about AI, it's about the person that's prompting it. And so Rhett being the person that essentially was prompting the AI for it to get to this point, that is massive. That is just crazy. Like he couldn't just, not any Joe Schmo can just go in there and be like, hey, AI, make me a coin. Like that's just not how it works. And so I think it really speaks to him as a person. I think it speaks to his character. I think it speaks to his perseverance. Like within like 4 prompts of like trying to get some really cool like space turbo hyper realistic photo, I was just like, I can't do this. Like I need to go back to the drawing board with my prompts. Like this is not working.
You'll get it all figured out. You'll get the AI thing figured out.
I will because it's really cool. And I think everyone should get the AI thing figured out. And the really cool thing about all of this is like, it is on the person and who's prompting it. But at the end of the day, we all have these tools. You can go and use Chat GPT right now. I can use it right now. Same thing with these, like, you know, an instrument. Like everyone can go buy one of those. It's going to be up to you on learning how to use it and play with it. And I think that it's a big, like, performative AI art piece lesson that Rhett has like taken everybody through of like a potential option of what you could do and seeing how that works. I find it so fascinating. It is just like, I don't even know, you guys, like a very special, wild, and crazy story. And it's very cool. Like, I would never bring up a sort of like crypto conversation onto this stream unless I felt like there was kind of something there that had a human element to it and wasn't just about money.
And it's relevant to the lessons that we've learned. Like, there's literally a reason why you are the first person to do, a large community space. It's because you are good at that. You attract that, and you feel comfortable doing that.
You Cheffo?
Totally, dude. And you also, the community. If you weren't the right person to do that, not saying that you're the only person to do that, but if you weren't the right person to play that role, the community would let you know, like people in crypto are not afraid to let people know how they feel. And so,
oh yeah, that's for sure.
Right. And so, there's just like there are these human elements to it. And that's what makes it a story. That's what makes it an onboarding experience. That's what makes it a learning experience. And potentially for some people, an investment experience. But, none of it is financial advice. We are kind of trying to focus on the community element and the technology.
Yes, and that's what I was going to say. It's very interesting because like my timeline on Twitter especially, and I'm sorry to everybody else and whatever platform you're on, but I reference Twitter often. You guys will see that our handles are above our names. Like that's where we have a lot of presence in this community. And it's kind of the easiest place to talk to people who are also interested in the same thing. And it's where shit moves really fast. Like the Elon tweet happening. Like I swear I saw it in the first 30 seconds.
You can't sleep.
You can sleep. We want to practice and encourage.
I think Aqua's asleep. Oh yeah. Let me re-say that. Let me rephrase that.
We want to practice and encourage like healthy behaviors and sleeping and drinking water and going outside and touching grass. But I forget what I was going to say, but
gotta drink some water.
No, I was going to say something. Oh, Twitter. Twitter is where you get the in the moment things, like seeing that Elon tweet within the first 30 seconds, like these really hot point moments happen with like the dissemination of information on Twitter. And so that's why we talk about Twitter often. I do like see that people are like liking this live stream right now on Twitter. If you guys are here, it's awesome to see you. If you guys comment on the live stream, I will actually be able to see the comments in the chat. So it would be awesome to get in touch with you guys too. But what I'm really excited about later is, again, it's the next turbo sort of community space. It is happening today at 4 p.m. I'm excited to be there. I'm excited to hear some stories from people, but we will keep it very artist, community driven, pro art, pro AI, pro digital art, pro Rhett the artist and what he's doing.
Do you remember those spaces that we used to go to with Lavelli? And they were doing they would bring up artists. That was really great. I used to love those art spaces.
And he actually, yes, he's really cool. I haven't seen him in the space too, but that back to like my kind of main point about that is like my timeline on Twitter is individuals who are from all different realms of the NFT world and crypto community, whether they're an artist or a musician or a founder or a dev, or they do business development, or they're a VC. Like it's all different types of people. And I have seen everybody kind of come together, even if in a joking way, through this last week and what we've seen with this like crypto frog energy, toad energy. It's out of control, and it's such a good way, and it's like in control because of that. And I just have really never seen anything like this in the entire time I've been here. It's completely like
Does that mean that we
revived
were all
me.
tadpoles? Like we were little tiny little tadpoles? Now we're just swimming and jumping around.
I just am so excited about the current state of the space. I think that if you are newer to the space or have not even entered it yet, you should just be watching. Download Twitter, watch
Totally.
what's trending, just watch. Don't even get involved if you don't feel comfortable. I would never advise someone on anything anyways, but I would really truly not advise someone who's not experienced to get involved. Full disclosure, there have been people that lose a lot of money during situations like this. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
a comparison that we can all make is when we saw Dogecoin or Shiba Inu really go up, and we saw these really high highs when the projects popped, and then it kind of balanced out and leveled out. But in that leveling out, we do know some people take money on leverage and do things that kind of puts them in debt and like isn't really like the best way to go into trading. So
Think about it like this.
I'm very
like,
cautious and like aware of and privy to the potential risks that people take when they get involved in things like this. So truly, when we are really like kind of positively talking about it, we are talking about from the community side and just our personal experience of how we're perceiving this. Cause truly, I have just gotten into two coins, Pepe and now Turbo, for the first time ever. I have been watching for years before this, like observing
Yeah.
in the background, watching the space, seeing what's around, seeing what people do. And that's like the most important key part is that you consistently have to just like listen to yourself. You're going to hear everybody try to tell you everything and then tack on not financial advice at the end. But the only person you really want to listen to is yourself, your gut feeling. Don't go out and jump into the water unless you feel like you really know how to swim, and really build a community around you first and join other communities so you can feel what that feels like, so that you know when it feels right in a certain community and when it just doesn't feel right to you.
Well, and and I think when people say not financial advice, like really and truly what they're saying is like, yes, like we have freedom of speech, like we can talk and we can share our ideas with each other. But at the end of the day, like if you hear something that someone says or that I say or that you say or whoever says, like if you make a decision based on that or a group of things that you hear, like don't don't think that you're going to then, hold these people accountable for decisions that you made. And I think that's what people are pretty much trying to say with that. Is like, please just like feel comfortable making your own decisions, like
Mm-hmm.
here are XYZ resources. Here's 6 other links, because there's nothing wrong with like people learning and finding people that they like to listen to. We all have different ways that we learn things and
Mm-hmm.
that we like to learn, or even that we have time to. Some people have time to watch a long video. Some people only have time to watch a short video. Some people are on this platform or other platforms. And so at the end of the day, like you're gonna learn some way. But when people say not financial advice, it really is that, like, legally, unless they are trained
Mm-hmm.
and hold certain licenses,
Yep.
they are not allowed to give you financial advice. They're not allowed to charge you money to give you financial advice,
Yep.
that kind of thing. And so when you're out here hearing those things, I think that at the end of the day, people just want people to understand that, because there are new people coming into the space every single day. Like when we see the holder count go from 6,000 to 10,000, or with Pepe, I can't even imagine how many wallets there are right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a decent percentage of those that are brand new wallets,
Mm-hmm.
and people that are really hearing these terms for the first time, and who are figuring out who to trust and who to learn from for the first time. And so it's all super interesting, but you really do have to be individual about it. What I was going to say earlier is like, it's kind of like going on vacation. Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't spend money on a vacation and expect to get it back, like I think that investing should be like that too, like spend money, but don't expect it to come back. Like it is
Or
100%.
instead of vacation, like literally like a trip to Disneyland.
Yeah, or
Like
like
that once you enter the park, the water is going to be $8, once you enter the park,
Sure.
you're gonna like
Like,
be forced to be like
that's like a transaction's like an expensive beer.
Yeah.
$26.
Well, you just know like every time you turn around, you're gonna be like spending $20. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's if you're gonna enter a place that is going to require you to put money in to participate, and it's only on you at that point of when you say, okay, I'm ready to have my money back and to leave this place. No one can make that call for you. No one can tell you to go into that place. And I feel like everyone should just have that in them. Like, don't look for guidance in that way. And if you're still seeking guidance in that way, you should still just be in like observation mode. You're still learning.
Yeah.
There are plenty of people who are massive people. I know like crypto banter, huge YouTube shows that will really walk you through things. Like they don't pump random things. They show you the state of the market.
That's not actually true. That's not actually true. They've been accused of pumping things, that particular group that you just referenced. But like, just to be transparent, like whether or not on what degree, there's always a degree, and there's always like, it depends on who is speaking about it, because people, another important lesson, and like this, we literally have experienced this, is that people do have skin in the game, and so people are talking about things that they either believe in or are invested in, or both. And so
completely,
you have to understand that that is an element to it. It's kind of the same way in a DAO. Like, people are functioning in the DAO ecosystem, A, because they like it, and B, because they probably have resources involved in it. And so it's part of, again, back to Turbo being this very kind of like, I don't know what phase of crypto people would say that we're on right now, but whatever phase it is, like there's this mimetic community building happening differently than other versions that's happened, 6 months ago, a year ago, and previously. So it's amazing.
It's really amazing. I think, again, the things that I would be looking for and have waited up until this point to get involved to, because I was looking for these things, would be a community, a solid community. Because at the end of the day, what you're really kind of trading on is belief, and it's hope, and it's like, what will this thing do? For me, another great thing about Turbo was the fact that it already had utility on like its second day of being alive. Like you can ask for Turbo as a payment on Manifold for NFT contracts. Like, it just is so Web3. It's so Web3 that it's AI that helped make it happen. It's so Web3 that then on social media, like polls in Twitter, crypto Twitter, like people got to vote on like how it all went down. It's so Web3 that it's trending right now on Twitter with 1.18 million tweets. Pepe is trending with 2.17 million tweets. And last night I saw like Doge and Shiba Inu, and now Floki's trending with 877,000. And it's because people are, in my opinion, relating this moment back in time to that moment where we saw people just soar with those things.
Floki was listed on Binance, I think.
Is that the first time? That sounds crazy to me.
I have no idea.
I think they were saying do your best memes. I'm not sure if it was like the first time that was listed, but we can see.
I have no idea.
Just a quick recap here as we hit the end of our first hour. We stream live for 2 hours every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Honestly, after I get to Saturday and like I end the stream, I'm like, so now I don't get to talk to anybody for 4 days. Like, this is crazy. Like, thank God I have the Turbo community spaces later today. Like, I just can't shut up. But we have.
Someone said that the other day. They were like, "How is this woman still talking?"
I'm just pumped. I have like, I just have so much excitement. I feel like when you pour your heart into onboarding people into this community as a whole, we know that I always am like very focused on bringing builders and creators and artists into Nouns. And through that, a general thing happens where general random people who don't even know about crypto or NFTs at all end up being onboarded in the process. It is the most exciting thing. I just will never forget when I was onboarded into this ecosystem, kind of like by someone just suggesting that I should learn about it and then having to like onboard myself. And that experience was very exciting. But I feel like being a part of this in this way, where I'm sort of like, hi, like I meet you at the door as you're coming in. It's way more of a better experience than like I definitely received, because I had to find my way through some niche, not great little spaces in Twitter before I really found my people, which I believe I found in the Nouns. This is Nouns on the Air with Aubtoshi. We got Cheffo here in the house. We are talking all things crypto, NFTs, DAOs. My main sponsor for the show, and the reason we are here with you guys today live, is because of NounsDAO. If you guys want to know more about Nouns, the premier DAO, in my opinion, go to nouns.wtf. And if you want to specifically know about how I was funded and what that sponsorship kind of means, go to nouns.wtf/vote/206. Proposal 206 was Nouns on the Ground 2023, baby. We're going to over 20 events this year, over 18 different cities. We've only done like 6 or 7 of these events so far. Our next event coming up is at VCon. So if you're at VCon, you got to let your girl know, because I will be there. I would love to meet up live.
We're coming,
and you guys,
Gary. We'll be there.
We're coming, Gary. Not next week. We will be back here in the normal place at the normal time. But we will be doing our live 3-day live stream straight from VCon in good old Indianapolis, Indiana, in just 2 weeks from now. But up until that point, we are vibing, getting everything ready for a next phase of like a really big travel chunk, where we're going to be traveling around, highlighting people, places, and things from around the world, and teaching the world about nouns and how they can get involved in this beautiful community. The really exciting thing about Turbo and watching these communities form is like we have so much experience with a great community, through NounsDAO, and so much experience with community building through spaces, through discords, through governance, through voting, through rallying community to get behind builders. We do that daily. It is our main focus. And so it is a beautiful experience to get to take everything that we've learned from that, everything we've learned from before that, from all of those observation years and months, that I really highly encourage you to do. It's amazing to take all of that and be where we are today, which is here with you live 3 times a week.
We should look at some nouns stuff on chain. Like we just fund a children's book or a
Yep, we will look at proposals right now too.
Young adult book.
Yes. We can go ahead and look at 3 proposals. Mikey, have an epic weekend to you too. We still have a whole hour. If you're hanging out, you're just getting ready for the rest of your Friday, feel free to leave on the stream for the next hour. We will be vibing and talking about different kind of stuff here. I also just want to do a quick shout out and reminder to my TikTok audience over here who can't hear the air horn, unfortunately. If you guys want to join the stream, the link is in my bio. I can't wait to see you over there.
I forgot that they can't hear it. They just see
They can't hear that. They can't hear you. They can't see any of the screen. They don't see any of this. They get this view of the left side of my face, like talking, like people were in the comments, like, who are you talking to? So again, TikTok, I love you guys. I love this app. I have to do a designated TikTok live just so I can look at you guys. But in the meantime, click the link in my bio, join the live stream on YouTube. That is my favorite place to view it. And then in chat, anywhere you see this live stream right now, if you leave a comment, we will see it in the chat. And so we are truly live. We love communicating with you guys and seeing what you guys got going on. Let me know what you think about everything that's happening right now in crypto. Let me know what you think about PayPay. Let me know what you think about Turbo. Did this all sound wild and crazy to you? Or are you like, oh my gosh, I've been watching this stream. Like, this sounds really freaking cool.
You know, honestly, it sounds the exact same way that like I heard about Doge. I was like, oh, wow.
Really?
What the heck is this? Doge? This is a coin? It's a dog? Huh? What do I do? You know, like I had those moments. I totally remember having those moments. And yeah, I don't know. Like, why is it any different? Like, it's just, it's a easy to understand, fun onboarding experience where you don't have to be wonky about it.
We have, I'm just going to go to my Twitter. We do have a spaces today at 4 that we will be doing with the community. But what I really want to show you is my little video. You'll have to pin this to the top again. Damn, I've just been tweeting about Turbo all damn night. I mean, I'm so sorry, guys. Wait, hold on. Maybe I'll just watch this on YouTube.
Your timeline has gone orange.
Oh, there he is. Look at this angel. Look at him. Let's watch this fun little video that we just released so we can learn a little bit about nouns.
How many views does the video have?
Yes. Video has...
Oh, your video?
17 views. Let's go.
Cool. Let's watch it. I love this. I shot this.
We go around in the streets on the ground and teach people about nouns, you guys.
You know I couldn't come to Los Angeles without coming to Hollywood. This store's a fame. Are you kidding me? You can come. I'd love to ask you a question. They're very easy.
Flagging people down in the middle of the street is
you.
not as easy as it
Okay,
sounds, you
let's go.
guys.
All right, you were the
Those are
delegate
the
of
big
family.
noggles.
What
Those
is
are the
a
big
noun?
dogs.
A person, place, or thing.
Correct. Which noun am I thinking of?
This kid was amazing.
That's
Yes.
correct. Thank you. Hey guys, what is a noun?
A noun?
A noun.
I know Malcolm is in this chat. Malcolm has
your box,
also
by the
been
way,
going
so
on the
people know.
ground
A noun
all
is
over
a person,
Africa.
place, or
I
thing.
cannot
Think
wait
of
to see what you're
one
doing.
Incredible.
I believe you just said you were
place or
traveling to
thing in my
Kenya.
mind.
It's going to be amazing.
Michael Jackson.
That's correct. Okay, thank you so much. We're gonna
His
match.
sunglasses were almost as cool as your
What
numbers.
is a noun?
Person, place, or thing.
Congratulations. I'm not gonna bite you. What is a noun? A
Now, where
noun
did we
is a
film
person,
this,
place, or
Aubtoshi?
thing. Yay!
Hollywood
Positive
Boulevard,
thinking, right.
baby.
Very cool.
Sir, I'd love to ask you a question. Your son? Okay, it's fine. Not everybody needs a free shirt. It's okay.
Amazing. That is really fun because that is how I originally started getting people to know about nouns. And so I have been on this epic journey with crafting and sort of figuring out nouns on the ground and what that means to proliferate these little bad boys all over the world. And I know that we have other amazing people in this chat and all over my Twitter who do the same thing and have been inspired to do IRL things with nouns. This could be the next big move, maybe, for these coins. Maybe they got to get on the ground and get out there in the real world, because it's only when you come out and talk to real people, let them hold the noggles, give them a shirt, like talk about them, anything new with them at all, that you really see the magic start to happen. So thanks for letting me show you guys that little video. Again, that's just on my Twitter. I'm going to figure out how to, I basically definitely need to find that and pin that to my page right now. I've just been so turbo heavy these last couple of days. I've been so excited.
You're always excited.
Here we go. I'm going to pin this up, especially since my profile is popping off, guys. Like, I don't even know what to say. I'm going to break 4,000 followers on Twitter. I think yesterday I was at like 3,000, excuse me, 700 something. Like, this is insane. The vibes are immaculate and so real. It's been amazing to connect to people in the community. If you're watching this live stream right now, or if you join,
Smash the like button.
or if you join this space later, I really just want to tell you that I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm so excited to get to know you a little bit more and for you to get to know us, because we are involved in a lot of cool shit within this industry, you guys, and we have a lot of insight. We have a lot to share. It's a really, really incredible time being here with you guys. This is the best I've ever felt in the crypto community, in NFTs. Like, I'm excited to maybe, like, we should definitely figure out what to do with like launching like a turbo open edition or something. Like, it's just so fun. And like the most fun part about this industry too is like, as a creator or an artist or whatever you do, as this like momentum is happening in these different like little pops around the community, like people in the community are always instantly thinking, how can I do this? Like, how do I get involved? Like, you know, Super Tight Woody dropping that like CC0 beat for all the rappers in the community to rap over like Pepe and Turbo things. It's like instantly the thought is like, okay, what am I going to do to contribute? And sky's the limit, to be honest. I've never really seen an environment that was so like, oh, excuse me. Oh my God. I'm so excited. The air is just like coming out of my body. I've never seen an environment that is like so nurturing. And I'm talking about the whole NFT crypto environment, like as a whole. Like, I know people have been feeling pretty lonely in it and have been grinding away, maybe not getting seen, but I feel like this environment is very nurturing to entrepreneurs and to artists and to creators, because you're going to find, you know, so many people who know exactly what you're going through because they're also doing it, and they will encourage you. And people do things that are nice, like mint each other's work and stuff, like when you just say hi and introduce yourself. So a lot of opportunity here for people. If you haven't yet, enter that observation stage. You got to do it. You got to spend some time. You need some solid days, weeks of just observing so you can see what's happening in the space. It is the best thing you can do for yourself. Like, there's not even a cap on the amount of YouTube videos you can watch about it. There's not a cap on the amount of discords and people that you could talk to. You will get the vibe very quickly if you feel like you want to be involved with a community or not. And then you can just go ahead and leave and do whatever you want. Like, you have to enter that phase of observation where you're going to be seeing what people are like, where you kind of would hopefully fit in. And I promise you, you will feel it. Like, it should feel right. It shouldn't feel forced, whatever you're doing.
No, it'll feel weird as shit right away if it is. You'll know it.
Yes, exactly. It's like, I feel like everybody, gotta reposition myself here too. I'm too hype. I'm too hype right now.
Yeah, let's do that.
I gotta sit on top of my little legs here. Again, 11 and 9.
We need a snack sponsor. We need a water sponsor.
I need a snack sponsor. I need a water
snack
sponsor.
I'd like a bubble gum sponsor. No, I can't.
During my
Come on.
yeah, let's not do that. I don't know if I can listen to your smacking of the bubble gum.
Hey.
Basically, we have a lot of opportunity here on the live stream because of all the insight that we have within this industry. And we highly encourage anybody who wishes to get involved to continue to follow OTG because we got a lot of stuff going on. We talk a lot about a lot of things, nouns. I think it would be a good idea to sort of go over some of these proposals that have come through nouns because there has been a massive uptick in the number of proposals that have come in. So maybe we just kind of start from the top here. Let me see if I can get a little bit more. I will eventually like figure this out, but okay, proposals. So within nouns, that auction that we saw on the homepage of nouns, nouns.wtf, every day there's one auction and all of the proceeds from that auction will go into the treasury. And then the holders of this NFT have votes and people can put in proposals asking for funds for their specific project. And all of the holders get to vote on these proposals. And so what we're looking at right now are the proposals that are being submitted currently to NounsDAO. People and holders will get to vote on it. You'll see like some timestamps here, starts in 2 days, starts in 2 days, starts in 10 hours. So that's kind of like what we're working with right now over here. And there have been some pretty cool new people entering the ecosystem through these on-chain proposals. So let's take a little look through that.
Pizza party.
Okay.
So we are
Prop 284.
I think we're going to be throwing a pizza party in France.
Okay, so let's throw a global pizza party in Nouns in Pizza DAO. That is so exciting. Pizza DAO has been in the space led by Snacks for a while now, and it is epic to see this like Nounish collaboration and them wanting to do that. I'm really excited about that. Let's see if we can get some snacks.eth. Here we go, Pizza DAO.
He got a really cool pizza noun. And that
Wow.
he bought over the counter. I don't know who he bought it from. I can't remember.
Wow. Let's see.
Yeah, Pizza DAO's amazing.
They definitely had
Wait,
here we go.
So I can't get over the fact how much this thing looks like a food noun.
So cute. Here is like Clem and everybody in NFT NYC. This is where they got the idea to like put a proposal on chain, which is really, really exciting. So we're excited for Snacks. I've only ever heard really, really fantastic, great things about him, like all over the community. So I'm excited that he wants to do a collaboration with Nouns. I think that is the next like appropriate, great step.
Yeah.
Proposal 283, clothing every day forever. Neckfist, who by the way is a really incredible builder within the Nouns, and he's funded Noggles, getting to children at children's hospitals. He's a really cool person, and he's always doing things for good. I think this is like to create a clothing line that is nounish. Let's see if we can get some. Ooh.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff in here.
I like that. Okay, I see what's going on. I love the Doom sweater. Okay, cool. I do know that we are waiting to sort of see.
I like that one.
I like the name also.
I like the middle
Nounswear
finger t-shirt.
Wow, a lot of samples here.
Yeah, so he's gonna like partner with another producer. There's some different dynamics in it, and I think that this is.
Oh my God, you can get custom.
I think that this is a phase 1. You're actually mentioned in this prop.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know, someplace. But yes, you were
Oh my God.
in there.
The Nouns jacket, Nounish representation. Aims to be a set tailor-made jacket for different Nounish builders to have constant exposure to a wide audience. Nouns
So
for
you gotta
Aubtoshi, Becca.
always read those props.
Let's
Aubtoshi.
go. I would totally rock that. As you may or may not know, I only rock merch, NFT merch, and more specifically Nouns merch more often than not too.
Merch
So
core.
I'm literally in Nouns merch right now. Shout out Joseph. Thank you for the shirt.
Yeah, we'll have to get Joseph on here.
Okay, I really like the Prop 283. Let's go. Okay, Prop 282 dynamic quorum updates. This is where we might lose some of y'all. Okay, so basically,
That's gonna roll back dynamic quorum
Yes.
from 20% to 15.
the current threshold of votes for this prop to make it specifically is 69 votes. So not only does it have to reach a quorum of 69 votes, it also has to be a majority yes votes. So every no vote that comes in is going to raise that threshold. So it's starting at 69 now. If 20 no votes came in, to be like 70 something. I'm not quite sure. Right now it's at a 20%, which has been really difficult for builders to pass props, because if there are any no votes at all, it becomes like nearly impossible to sort of beat that threshold. So I think this is them suggesting to move it from 20% to 15, which is interesting. I don't think that costs the DAO anything. It's just like, oh my God, is ETH pumping?
I have no idea.
Wow. Okay, 281, introducing Nouns computers.
I know gas is really high right now.
5 Oceans. I know, I feel like ETH is back. People were saying that like gas being high was very bullish. Okay,
Well, like I said,
I love
every
this.
time there's a transaction, every time Ethereum is being burnt, it's deflationary now.
wow.
Yeah, it's a good thing. So
Well,
this computer
honestly,
thing's amazing.
it's amazing.
I said I'm 100 on it. You know, I don't even fully understand what's going on. I'm going to have to get one of these things and learn how to make a computer. Really, that's what's going on here. This is to facilitate learning, facilitate computer
Wow.
science. Yeah, absolutely. And then he's going to do like a tour, all these things. It's super cool. It's super weird, super cool. And it's, I think, one of the most expensive props that we've seen at $1.1 million. I said go for it. I think this is awesome.
Wow.
For sure. I mean, the DAO, in my opinion, needs to be spending more money. We need to.
I love 5 Oceans too. I
we
love
need
this
to
builder.
be funding cool builders like 5 Oceans.
I love the people on this wallet.
Yeah, it's got a great team. There's a lot to it. It takes a second to get through this prop.
This is great. I highly encourage anyone to read this. This is the builder that we highlighted during one of our live streams, 5 Oceans. He did the sailing prop around New York during NFT NYC. All the boat pictures that we kind of like looked at on the live stream together, that was 5 Oceans. And so it is awesome to see him kind of coming in. I didn't even know he was super techie. This man has a PhD. Like, let's go 5 Oceans. I'm throwing my support behind that.
He's super cool.
100.
And he's also been tweeting too. Like, I like his tweets. He's definitely pro spending. He's definitely he had this interesting theory of like, well, if 15% like likes an idea, I don't know how. You'll have to read his tweets, but it was interesting what he was going for. But pretty much talking about how maybe like the whole DAO doesn't have to like things. I mean, I know that that defeats the purpose perhaps of the DAO voting, but in my opinion, what I think that we're all kind of trying to talk about is pods, pod season. We need to make these pods, put 1,000 ETH into that pod, and then that pod can do funding without all the on-chain and like campaigning dynamics. That really does take a lot of resources from everyone involved.
Proposal 280, name recently acquired Noun 687 on NFTR.
This is interesting. This is a platform, Nifter. You can do
There's NFT identity
on-chain
registry on
stuff.
Ethereum.
So like, there's people that are like, oh, well, why should we name it this? And it's like, I mean, my understanding is that you can change the name, and so like this thing ultimately could be changed. Its name could be changed. I guess any noun could be quote unquote named on chain. I think some people are concerned that it's like endorsing a platform in Nifter, but what I said is like, you know, aren't we supposed to be endorsing platforms? Aren't we kind of supposed to be going out and getting vans? Aren't we supposed to be going out and finding ways to work with cool companies? And so I'm all for this one.
Yes, and that's the thing too. Of like
We-
people can go to other spaces if they want to hear about what people don't want about these
Yeah,
things. We just kind of
exactly.
want to go over what people are
Yeah.
doing and these things that are being introduced to nouns.
And this is another interesting one too, because it requires an on-chain vote to. This is the
Let's
piece
go
that
to
I'm trying
this.
to understand, because I think that the NFT is on chain. Like, I believe that it requires some type of like DAO vote on it. There's no money involved on this proposal.
Yep, it's just to do that. And I
Yeah.
think the Hot Digital Oil actually founded Nifter.
Mhm.
Okay, let's go to the next one. We're just going through these ideas. You know, we want to see what people are doing as they propose to announce, just to give you guys a general idea of ideas that you guys can have too. So there's a lot of spaces and there's a lot of Discord calls where people kind of like go over the semantics of these props and why they're great or why they're not great. But if you want to be involved on that side, that is definitely a more governance heavy side, more decentralized community heavy side. Let us know. We can connect you to some groups that are doing that. But I really do just want to like kind of skim the surface here and
Skim the
see,
pool, Aubtoshi.
see all
Skim
the
the
things that
pool.
are happening. So 279 is Ethos, a crypto
That's
native
a cool one.
mobile operating system by Salvino, who is the founder of Nouns Vision. They sold like I think $500,000 worth of noggles within the first 6 hours of being around. I just saw a tweet that said that. I think he's going to be interviewed about that soon. Let's see. Okay. Love a photo. I literally have to be walked through in this way too. I like want to see and feel what this browser would look like. Oh, it's an operating system that makes the whole thing nounish. That's interesting.
Correct, and it's like Web3 based.
Wow.
There's technicals in it.
That is crazy. I would encourage anyone that knows about that to go check that out. Salvino has been a proven builder in the space. It would be really cool to see like what that ends up becoming. Prop 278, mint 5K, stand with crypto, NFTs, and donate $100,000 to Gitcoin crypto advocacy round. Let's see. Coinbase created a stand with crypto open edition. It's a free mint, and Zora is donating their $1 fee to the Gitcoin advocacy. The mint is taken off, blah, blah, blah. I also, again, not financial advice. I'm not quite sure about this, but it looks like it's going to pass. Oh, no. They have to reach threshold. When does this end? There's two days left on this prop. I know I have seen some tweets about this and what people kind of think. I gotta go in a little bit deeper on that. Prop 277, open source nounish hardware and production. Explorer grants put this prop up. They are currently 15 away from a pass. Let's see. Why? The Noggles LED keychain circuit video blew up on Twitter with tons of excitement. Okay, that's really cool. I like that. TLDR, they want to basically fund 600 nounish keychains. Okay, let's freaking go. The craziest thing too is like as these things go, is that cans? What is that? Whoa, oh, that's the packaging for the chain. That's hilarious. Okay, very cool. Love that. We love all the things that you can like hand out during proliferation. It's really easy to talk about something and get people on board when you're like handing them a physical item and they get to carry that message that you delivered to them, like with them through that item. Okay, let's see. Now just playground the game. Okay, I really love this one. I am biased. I have seen this person, Arash, in the Nouns ecosystem for a really long time, and he's been like really creating a lot of 3D work, music videos that have like helped proliferate Nouns in so many ways. I know he's done stuff with Little Nouns, and I really do. He's proposed a couple times and tried to like hammer out this idea for a video game. He is an incredibly talented designer, and I do want to see a game, and I really, really hope. Look how cute. I really hope that if this doesn't make the threshold, that Arash comes back and keeps massaging this idea, because I think there definitely is something very valuable there.
Yeah, for sure.
And those are the current active props. Okay, guys, those are active right now. If you go to nouns.wtf/vote, you guys can see those props yourself and read through them and see what people are saying.
Or you can go to Nouns Agora. You can go try and get yourself delegated.
Or you can go to I
Then
love
you can
House
vote
of
on them.
Nouns
Yep,
to
House
watch
of Nouns.
votes. You can actually click on each prop and see the yes and no vote and the voting reasons, because people through the NounsDAO, when you vote, you can actually put a reason that's put on the blockchain during the whole proposal process. Like, it's crazy. It blows my mind that that's still possible. I am seeing Turbo Toad Token. It looks like they got a new Twitter community manager, because my tweets
Cool.
about Turbo are blowing up. Blowing up. I think the Toad likes me.
Man, that's a big deal. I know people yesterday were like, can we get a tweet?
Yeah, I know. But they're like, he's sleeping. It's a huge deal that they got access to the Twitter. And purely for things like, it's really fun, like when things are like being shared by the community, and it's really important for the community account to sort of be like sharing all of these things that the community is sharing, just to keep the vibe going. So much fun. Let me see here. I'm seeing the funniest stuff here right now. I haven't checked, and I don't even know if I want to, because I know people are kind of like getting their Friday mornings going. I definitely feel like we're going to see that lull sort of during lunchtime, and or some moves happening during lunchtime if people are trying to make moves while at work. But where I think like things are definitely going to go down, which is why I have the space going at 4 p.m. PST. So just a couple hours from now,
Not
about
financial advice.
4.5 hours from now, just hang out in the space. Again, this is not financial advice, but this is advice on you entering your observation stage. And so I'm just going to coin that. This is your observation stage. Go to spaces. Let's see. Don't like listen to what people are saying and then take literal like direction on what you should do with that. Just listen to what people are saying and learn something. Learn something new. Meet someone new. Go somewhere new. Try something new, like talking in a Twitter space. Like, just challenge yourself.
That's a great one. I like that a lot. Not only because, communities need that to be healthy and to grow, but I don't know, man. I have seen hundreds, probably thousands of people. I haven't seen them. Well, I mean, I guess you do see the little avatar circle move up to the stage, but you certainly hear them. We have heard thousands of people have this moment of, this is the first time I've spoken on a Twitter space.
Yeah.
I didn't think I could do it.
I love that.
And then they're up there like, and now I'm up here. And they're like, hey, how's it going? And then it's like,
someone was in the space yesterday who was like one of
some
the main
people crush
speakers.
it. Some people crush it. Some people do the whole like, okay, well, thanks for having me up here. I'm going to drop down now. See you later.
Someone was in the space yesterday and like was actually like talking a lot, and then they like left the space, like we ended it, and they're like posted a GIF like, I talked too much today, like my mysteriousness like is gone. Like, but it's like, what are you talking about? Like, you were the most talkative person on the space. But I am excited for the community space, because
I feel like talking lets you be a little even more mysterious sometimes.
yeah, especially if you use like fake accents or something. I don't know, just really spice it up.
Someone thought I was British at one of the NFT events. You remember that? They were like, are you British? I'm like, do I?
No, they're like, where are you
Sound?
from? And you just kind of looked at them like, where do you think I'm from? And they're like, South Africa. It's like, what? I think maybe you have like a little twang to your voice. Maybe it's like that Southern gentleman
Yeah. That's
kind of just seeps through sometimes.
That is what it is, actually.
It's weird because when I was like, I'm from, California, but people like in school and stuff were like, are you from Texas? And it's like, do I have that accent?
You're just really nice.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And don't they say that about Texas? It's like
I'm not
the
sure.
happy state or the nice state. I don't know.
I'm just stoked, guys. Like, I just feel happy. I feel happy to be a part of this moment with you guys. I feel happy how involved I am with Nouns. Like, it just makes me so happy. I talked to the director of the Nouns documentary that is coming out,
Cool.
and reconnected with him. I think they're pretty close to it being done. Some alpha right there. And it looks like, I don't know like how much, but there's a little kind of mini story about my involvement with Nouns in this documentary. So I feel really grateful that that's happening. I am nervous, obviously. I don't like watching myself back on camera and stuff too, but
That's gonna be crazy.
I'm honestly just here and like completely just here with you guys, and I'm learning as well. I am just a community person. I am just a normal person, and I'm having the same questions, comments, answers, like all these things as you guys. We all have the same 24 hours, and I have just like really been in a state of like being very proud of myself and like where I'm spending those 24 hours. I feel like it's really healthy right now and really enlightening. I feel like I'm learning something new every single day. I feel like
Are you
I'm
touching
meeting
enough
someone
grass?
new every single day. I feel like I'm touching grass.
You're touching grass?
I'm drinking water.
What about like
I'm
sand?
moisturized.
I
I'm
feel like
unbothered.
sand is underrated for touching. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it? How come someone can't be like, go put your feet in the sand?
Also, the touching grass thing is weird. It's like, I'm not really going to be down with just like going and touching like bare grass. Like it's sharp. Like, have you guys laid on grass? It's not that comfortable.
I mean, there's a lot of kinds of grass out there, but I hear that it is one of these things where you're like, ooh, rolling in the grass, like that sounds fun to
I'm
you.
good. I know. I remember like kids are like, we roll down the hill. It's like, okay, who's
and then
we?
itched for 3 days. No, I mean whatever.
No, you know my skin. Like there ain't no way I'm like actually physically touching grass, but the idea of going outside, yes, I love that, and I do that. I go outside.
You do.
I go outside. I love the outside.
You do. I know you love the outside.
I also love like
little birds.
I'm like a toddler. I love like long drives. I like to just like sit in a car and drive. I like to just
Yeah, that's because you fall asleep within 20 minutes and,
No,
I do the driving.
I like just
And you like sleeping, actually, is what you like.
I don't like sleeping. Chat, don't believe this person over here. He's a pure hater.
You're a
For
great,
some reason, he just hates.
You're a
and
great navigator. You do love a drive. We've done lots of driving. We've done thousands and thousands of miles of driving together.
Well, that's how you learn more about things. That's what I really mean about like I've gone through different phases of learning about new things every day and meeting new people every day. And sometimes that's an IRL thing and sometimes that's an online thing. And both of them have provided great value to my life. And so I would, again, just if there's one thing you could do for yourself that would benefit you, it would be to really kind of throw yourself out there to new people, new ideas, new things. You never know what's going to, be meaningful to you, and you never know who you're going to meet in that process. I have met incredible people that I consider at this point lifelong friends from this entire experience that I've been on and throughout my entire observation stage. And so I feel very fortunate right now to be in a state.
Observation stage?
That's hilarious. I used to definitely, there's a lot of ob words. Like, isn't it obvious that there would be?
That works.
Yeah. Obviously, or obriously is kind of the other funny one. But again, thank you guys so much. We're just rounding out, kind of closing out the show here. Usually we play games or do something fun or kind of like listen to music, but
You want me to kick your butt in chess?
I think no, I didn't set up the chess for today, but I think that what we could still do is just like see all these amazing things that are happening right now online. And we'll just kind of continue this conversation. It looks like during the space there was some sell-off in Turbo,
Yeah, I've been watching it.
which is healthy and fine. There's whales getting out. I think earlier, right before we had started the space, someone came out of 230 Ethereum, which is about $500,000. And that just got eaten up within 2 minutes. Someone came right in with the buy and it didn't even like move the chart at all, which is insane. I have seen it kind of go down and do its thing, but it feels healthy to me. What do you think?
I mean, I think that having more holders is a really, really good thing. I think that this particular coin will have
How many holders are we sitting at?
I don't know.
Let's see.
It'll have waves of that. And
We got to pull that up on the Ethereum
the
network.
thing that matters is while that's happening, there's like healthy dynamics, and people can pick which ones they want to look at and make their own choices on that one. But, I think, again, for me, it is kind of like, if I feel like the community is doing good, then why wouldn't something that is supporting the community also do okay? And so for me, it's about the community, mainly because mental health is like crucially important for me personally, like in general.
Ooh, Elon's in a space right now.
There you go.
Wow.
Black holes. Ask scientists your question. Wonderful. That sounds awesome. He can take his God, I wish we had the bleep button. He can take his rocket that Beeple drew him, and he can go right up there and answer those questions for us.
See, Crypto's even feeling the Froggles this week for sure. Oh my God, Froggles is so real. That is hilarious and amazing.
Man, that's good.
This is the part about
People are so
Twitter
creative.
Spaces that I just love so much, is that like at this point in time, like we could be like, come on up.
Mhm.
Let's meet you. Like, who are you? Like right now, who knows who's streaming or watching the stream? Chat. It's obviously amazing to see you here too, but it's kind of hard. The only way you can participate is if I port you in and we have that kind of set up before.
Next week.
Or you kind of just writing in chat here. But Twitter Spaces are really incredible because people can come up, people can share. You do get those people that are like, this is my first ever Twitter Space. Like, I've never talked in here before. And all they literally had to do was push a button, request to speak, and then start talking into the microphone of their phone. It's pretty incredible to watch people like that and want to participate in that way. It's almost like being a part of like a live radio show where you can kind of like tap in and say your piece. It's not even like your talking channel is controlled. Like right now I could like just talk Cheffo. Yeah, I just muted you.
Hey.
See, I have complete power and can just like mute these channels. It's different in Twitter.
was
Of course
set
of course you can mute all and you can mute specific people, but once you're in the speaker role, you kind of can just talk and come up, and you do raise your hand, and people are very polite and they wait to like be called on in the space. But the craziest thing about Twitter is that you don't have to wait to be called on. You will be banned probably if you come up to the speaker and just start like screaming and being wild and crazy.
Discord is even crazier as far as like doing voice stuff in Discord. People just pop in, bam.
People do just pop in.
I do that too. I'm not. I mean, I'm okay about it, but I have no problem just popping in. Sometimes you just got to get in there.
Sometimes you just have to say, hey, I would encourage everybody to please, let's go to my little profile. Oh, wow. 135 subscribers. I went up 1 subscriber, you guys. I am definitely trying to build my YouTube. We do live streams 3 times a week here. I would love if you guys subscribed to me. Please, 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 please. OTGWTF on YouTube. Not that hard to remember. Not that easy. I got to figure that out. We're going to figure that out together.
It's really not that hard, actually.
I'm having a feeling of like, oh my God, I'm 7 followers away on Twitter from breaking 4K followers. I feel like that is a huge deal.
I love that.
I'm so excited. We have just been really grinding to bring you guys great content. This did not happen overnight. We have been messing around with the format of this show for like 2-ish months before we actually push the button to start the live stream. We are now on episode 10? No, sorry. Oh my God, 11. Today's episode 11, which is insane.
Cool.
Very special episode day, I will say. I forgot it was like a power number day. We love those 11s. And I am just sitting here and I'm very, very grateful to be here. I don't know when I'm going to like stop saying that, but I just need you guys to know, even if there's one person streaming this right now, it means a lot to me. I do believe that we have great content and information. And at this point in time, it's just, you're either early to this or, you're about to find out. Okay. So all these videos will be up available on YouTube post the live stream, and we have also done all of the audio for these episodes, and those are up live on the podcast, or your favorite podcasting.
We need to add the little
Platform.
Spotify icon onto their Aubtoshi.
We should add that. That is so smart because we are on Spotify now too. So I really appreciate the fact that sometimes, although these streams are video, which by the way is like a major feat and effort, but I'm so stoked. I've always believed in the power of video and getting to talk directly to the audience. And like, I love when videos pop up on my feed and Twitter and I could just connect with the person right away and take in the information that they're giving me. We love the video, but some people are audio only, and that's really cool. It's old school. It's great for driving. It's great for long trips, and it's
Have
great
you
for
ever
just
tried to wash dishes, and watch TV? It's really hard, Aubtoshi. You have to have.
That's where you're getting muted. Mute. You always just really be popping in mid sentence of something I'm trying to like say at some point, and then I just like don't understand what I'm saying anymore. I think Cheffo needs a little bit of sleep.
I got plenty of sleep. Actually, it was great.
No, but really, getting to connect with you guys, seeing your comments, seeing the comments on the videos, seeing the replies, like it really is so cool. And you guys are helping us craft this show in the same way that we're able to just like do this and produce this show. We want to produce a great show for you guys too. So it really is important to us for that feedback. Always let us know. You guys are the ones that helped us make sure that our sound was good and our visuals were good the first time we ever, ported in a window capture or got, Cheffo on camera for the first time. Like you've been with us. If you have been with us since episode 1, you have seen this show drastically change, I think, for the better. And it's only going to go up from here. I really appreciate the time that you guys are spending and helping us craft this. It means that you guys are a part of it too. That's truly the point of community building. It's everything I've experienced with the Nouns and community building. And it's everything that has been like reaffirmed to me over the past couple of days of community building in these brand new communities that we are now involved with. And I'm just like so excited to be in that. Like right now I'm already just like, oh my God, I'm like figuring out like, okay, what am I going to do between like now in the community space for Turbo, lunch, of course. But
Lunch.
I'm really, really excited for everybody who's kind of chilling at work right now. You guys are probably so eager to get home too. I know people, you could see it in the charts yesterday, just racing home. The same way you kind of see things happen in the morning of people that like wake up and they're like, shit, did I miss something?
Yeah, a lot of people don't like trade on their phone, or they don't have their seed phrase and all the password stuff with them when they're working.
Yep, or sleeping.
True.
A lot of people can't, multitask sleeping and trading on their phone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just don't think it works like that.
Weak.
Yeah, exactly. I had my freaking Frogger game up. I'm so sad right now.
Yeah, let's
because
get a little Frogger.
I don't think I can. But we will have other games for
we
you guys.
should load the Frogger sound at least into the soundboard.
Let me see if I can.
It was a good one.
Frogger. Maybe I can. Oops. Maybe I can do this. There's a thing I would do. I'm just scared to push a button because I haven't pushed this button before, but if I'm correct, I can like figure this thing out. Maybe it's just this. Oh my God.
What is happening?
I'm playing Frogger.
Cool. Don't be afraid.
Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Can you see the frog at the bottom?
We have a little lag that come up a little bit. There you go. Yeah, minimize. There you go.
Whoa.
All right, Aubtoshi, let's see.
Oh, the sound's on.
I love that sound.
That was dumb.
Oof.
You guys, we're
They need
just
to build
getting
those
started.
sounds into the chart.
Oh my God.
Every time there's a green candle and every time there's a red candle. Go Aubtoshi, go.
I love this.
Are those
Maybe
turtles?
I will be a video game streamer.
You should move it over to the right a little bit.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry for screaming into the mic. I didn't understand what was happening. Okay, let's take this for real this time.
You got this.
I'm not falling for those little turtles that go under the water. There ain't no way.
Oh, they go under the water.
There's some, yeah, they're like temp turtles, temporary turtles.
Wow, I see that.
I think the goal is to try to get those like little edge ones like as soon as possible. You know?
Just stick to the logs. Stick to those rivers and the lakes that you're used to, Aubtoshi. Or don't. You can get to the other side. You can do it.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Whoa, that was risky and wild.
That was fast. That was
crazy.
That was crazy.
Okay, hold on.
That even sounded crazy.
Am I allowed to get this fly? That extra point? Yeah, I knew it. Okay. I love that speed run, just that sprint across.
Yep.
Oh my god. For the culture.
You are a pretty hilarious video game streamer.
This is my new. Oh shit, I forgot it gets faster.
Harsh.
Oh my god, I got too excited. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Oh my gosh, it's moving too fast. My brain didn't understand. Let's do one more time. I won't bother you guys and bore you with the last 10 minutes of this, but maybe I will.
I mean, feel free.
It's for the culture. I wish you could play this. Let me see if I can bite you. There's another game that I would actually really like to play.
What's that?
I forget what it's called, but it's like this, but it's different. It's like the new fun one. It might be Animal Crossing. I don't know.
I feel like bowling needs to make something like this for.
Oh my
for
god!
Nouns. I wish I knew how to make a game.
Easy. Oh my god! I said it was easy.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you like got so close.
I'm just a pro now on level 1, y'all. That's all I'm saying.
I think that's counterintuitive.
Didn't do my crazy sprint that time. Didn't make sense. Oh my god. Yes. I was literally gonna wait. I don't know why I did that. We need Wind Turbo game.
All about timing, right, Aubtoshi?
Wind Turbo, where he's hopping from like meteors to planets and stuff.
Dude, exactly. Oh, wow, that's a great idea.
Oh.
People love to
We're
jump.
here for a good time, not a long time. Let me go one more. Let's just really take it to the top. I'm going to try to be very serious about this.
Aubtoshi, have you ever been very serious about anything in your life? I think that you have
Yes.
actually. No, you sound like.
I'm very serious all the time. I'm too serious.
You
I have
are.
resting serious face.
Oh, man. Actually, gosh, you're right.
Oh my God. I'm going to give myself a heart attack. I'm going to give myself a heart attack. Why do I do that? Why do I jump? It's like something comes over my body. Like I don't even mean to do that. That's involuntary.
I literally.
Oh my God. I'm not going to be able to play this game anymore. I'm traumatized. This is not going to be fun on the audio version of the pod. Oh.
Yeah.
Let him know, baby. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
There's something very ASMR about it. Don't worry about it.
Isn't it? This is why people watch people stream themselves playing video games. It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
I could really step it all the way up though. Let's play some Overwatch. I can stream. I'll stream play video games. What do you guys want to see, chat? Okay, oh my God, let's do this. I'm about to make this happen. Let's go, baby.
We should do a Nouns bowling game. Let's play that tomorrow.
Yes.
We'll play Nouns bowling tomorrow.
The frogs were just for the culture. That is for sure. Oh! Done. Let's go. Gotta watch out for that pesky. I almost killed him. Are you not allowed to hop on the alligators? I don't think you are.
I would guess probably not.
Oh my God.
Have
Game
you ever
over.
hopped on an alligator, Aubtoshi? don't hop on an alligator, Aubtoshi.
I've never hopped on an alligator. Let's
You
see.
can see videos on YouTube. People actually enjoy hopping on alligators. Not financial advice.
Not financial advice. Let's just do a quick little check in before we leave y'all and just go do this on our own. And let me do a check on the noun. Actually, I wanted to see where the auction was at. Okay, I'm fascinated by this. I saw someone tweet about this. They said, okay, nounocrat. Like, I'm interested. Like, tell me more. Nounocrat.eth. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that we could see the ENS names as people bid on the noun.
We have the same technology in food nouns.
Let's go, y'all. I'm stoked to just see that subscriber count go up. I don't care if I get 1 subscriber a week, you guys. Like, it makes me so happy that it's happening. I feel like it's happening a lot faster than I expected as well. I feel like 135 people is like pretty significant. I feel like we'll be looking back on this and be like, oh my God, that was so meaningful to me. That meant everything. I want to figure out what I can do for my early subscribers. It would be really cool to have some type of special thing that only you guys got.
You could do a soulbound token, but yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of different cool things you could do. We'll have to talk to our boy OX Hash Brown.
Yes. Again, you know, there's so many different amazing people in the community. If you guys want to be connected into any of these communities, it's very easy. Follow us on Twitter. Our handles are above our heads here in the space, and you will see what we're tweeting, who we're tweeting about. Follow those people then, and then you will be just instantly plugged in and get to enter that great grand observation stage that I think we covered a lot today. If that's your one takeaway, I think it would be to be hyper involved in these spaces in general. At some point, you are going to have to make the choice to want to learn about them and kind of insert yourself in one of these communities. Nouns is a great community to insert yourself with if you are very interested in governance and the way DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, function, and seeing how people are using their tokens for proposal purposes and
Little
for
nouns.
voting. Little Nouns is a
NARS.
fantastic entry point when it comes to
Esports.
these things as well.
Food nouns.
NARS, if you are a professional skater or are into sports and action sports. Esports, if you are a gamer like me, Miss Frogger Queen over here, and you want to get into a niche community with the nouns.
Do they
there's
play
a lot of those as
Frogger
well.
in Nouns Esports?
No, they play like the actual
Pro
games.
Frogger. We're gonna have to Sasquatch. We Aubtoshi is going to head up the the Frogger team.
Sasquatch,
Oh, Lord.
I'm ready when you guys are announced esports, just live streaming Frogger all the time. Maybe I could break a record. Maybe that's something that we should put up like a prop. Like break the Frogger world record while wearing noggles on cam. I don't know. There's a lot of different ideas.
Lots of things you can do.
A lot of things we can do. I am just going to round this out here so we can get ready for our next community spaces that we're having at the end of the day today too. Actually in 4 hours. So if you guys are around, please stick around. Follow me on Twitter to see the pinned tweet, which is that space. Oh, actually, I'm so stupid.
So it's 4:00 West Coast time.
I'm supposed to have that space pinned. Sorry, guys. We're just be patient with me really quick. We had some of the... Here we go. Let me pin the space just to make sure y'all can see it. There it is. Pinned space. I think we had some RCPs. We got 68 likes. The tweet's been seen by 2,000 people, so that's incredible. But the tweet
Cool.
says, Rhett Mankind, digital artist and early adopter of the crypto NFT space, was about to give up on his craft. Instead, he turned an AI prompt into a revolutionary art coin. Come learn about the first AI art coin, the community, and Quantum Leap, who's that cute little froggy dude that we have seen and who's actually below me. Where is he? There he is. Look how cute.
Is that
Oh
how
my
like
God.
is that how big he is proportionally to a Cryptoad and to
I don't
to
know.
Pepe?
He seems like he's small and he's cute.
Because he would be a good little friend with little Cheffo over there. That
Oh, he would be a little good friend. You guys, I love the stream. It's always so hard to like shut these things down. I'm like, hey, maybe we can keep going.
well, and if you're having a good time, then you're in the right place. That's what I think the
Oh.
takeaway is for the day.
Exactly. Thank you, Cheffo, so much. Another amazing show with you. I'm just going to go back to the main screen now, too, so I can do my closing out of the show here. Thank you guys so much for tuning into Nouns on the Air with Aubtoshi. Cheffo was here today with us, and we've talked all things fun, crypto coins. Apparently, there's a new AI art coin. I would definitely highly recommend watching yesterday's live stream. It will be available on audio on all your favorite podcast platforms, but go to my YouTube, just watch the live stream. You can see the entire story of this artist, Rhett Mankind. We've been talking about it for 2 days straight. We've been doing community spaces. It's been incredible. And it's been really awesome to be able to use this live stream to be able to do all this with you guys. So don't forget, we go live every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. PST. We will see you guys tomorrow. I love the Saturday live stream. It's such high energy and it's just like fun, a little bit more laid back. I know everyone's kind of like doing their work vibes today, but hopefully you guys can throw on the live stream tomorrow as you're getting ready for your weekend. It's been incredible as always. I really love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next live stream.